If you clicked on this video, chances are you play a fair bit on Xbox and you're looking to expand your collection, or at least see what's out there. It's either that or you enjoy the sound of my voice, but what are we kidding? In this video, we're going to talk about some of the most amazing deals currently available on the Xbox Marketplace. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Dre. Welcome back to Kashcroe Gaming. Let's get into the video, but before we do that intro. Viva la revolution. I can't say that correctly, I'm sorry. In Far Cry 6, you play Danny, a rebel and native to the fictional island of Yara, who's on the brink of revolution. Under the corrupt rule of El Presidente, Antoine Castillo, who's portrayed by the Mandalorians and the boys Giancarlo Esposito, who's pretty much everyone's favorite bad guy at this point. As Danny, your mission is to take down Castillo and set Yara free from his tyrannical rule. This latest installment of Far Cry is the largest map in the series to date. Explore the gorgeous scenery and all the amazing locations. Oh, but not without taking out a few bad guys along the way. Vehicles are now upgradable and customizable, so you can make your whip feel more like, you. And yes, I just said whip. And while we're on the subject of transportation, horses are now rideable. Get this, you can also fire while riding horseback, so embrace your inner cowboy. Something else that's a new addition to the series is the Amigos, which are animal companions that can join you on your journey throughout Yara. There's a wanted system now, but there's also stealth to balance that out a little bit. We've seen this in other games, but it's still a pretty interesting addition to the series. If you're big on Far Cry and you love open world games and you've been looking for a new experience, this might just interest you. It's currently on sale for $31.99. Check it out. This game surprised the heck out of me. I'm not ashamed to admit that I was of the lot of people that thought this game was going to suck, especially since we were coming off of Marvel's The Avengers, which was lackluster at best. But I'm glad to announce this game does not suck. I mean, at all. I don't know for sure, but I get the sense that this game was made by real fans of the comics, or at least had real fans in mind. While it's a new story, it stays very faithful to the lore. The game is almost a walking encyclopedia of the Marvel Cosmic. Now in Guardians of the Galaxy, you play Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord, the leader of the titular team, featuring Gamora, the deadliest woman in the universe and the daughter of the Mad Titan Thanos, Drax the Destroyer, and the supposed killer of the Mad Titan, Rocket, who's the team's weapons and tactician specialist, and Groot, Rocket's best friend and the last of the Flora Colossus. Now, in the story, the Guardian faces a lot of antagonists along the way. Some are very self-inflicted. But serving as the main antagonist is the Universal Church of Truth, led by Grand Unifier Raker, whose mission is to purify the cosmos, because that's not eerie at all. But anyways, throughout this game, you'll encounter a number of beloved characters from the Marvel Comics universe, ranging from Cosmo the Space Dog, Fin Fang Foom, and Adam Warlock, just to name a few of them. Gameplay is awesome. It's a shooter for the most part. Star-Lord has an upgradable blaster and gets other new firing modes as he progresses throughout the story. You can also upgrade your team's abilities as well. Now during combat, there's a special call to action feature which calls on specific team members to dish out attacks. And then there's the team huddle, which once triggered, pauses the fight so Quill can give his team a motivational speech. If successful, the team gets special buffs during combat. I can pretty much go on forever about this game. Go check it out and see why I speak so highly of it. It's currently on sale for $29.99 with the deluxe edition at $34.99. So, like I always say, pick your poison. Set 22 years after the events of the original Dying Light and 15 years after the fall, a disastrous event where a new mutant strain of the Haran virus spread across the world, plunging it back into the Dark Ages. In Dying Light 2, you play Aiden Caldwell, an infected survivor looking for his sister in the city, one of the last large human settlements that has been plagued by conflict. This game improved on the original formula by adding a lot more parkour moves and improved combat. It's confirmed to have over 3,000 parkour moves, which is insane. The majority of this game is melee based, and weapons have a very limited lifespan in combat. Bow and arrow, crossbows, and guns are also an option when it comes to long-range weapons, and are all upgradable through different blueprints and components you acquire by breaking down scraps throughout the world. Something I didn't mention is that Aiden is an infected survivor, which lets him have, let's say, unique abilities, which are superhuman strength, agility, and all that other good stuff, which you can level up when you gain XP. There are also more player choices when it comes to decision making that affects the progression of the story and or the traversal of the world. I don't know if I'm spoiling anything for anyone, so I'll just say when you check it out, you'll see what I'm talking about. Dying Light 2 has a massive open world. It's 4 times larger than the original game, which you can explore freely. Oh, let's talk about the zombies, or the infected rather. There are 14 different enemy types. Among them are the bomber, spitter, the charger, and the biter. Given the names, I'm pretty sure you know what those do. There's so much to do in this game, and all in all, I can say this game is a very ambitious survival horror, which would excite any fan of the genre, and would impress new fans as well. Currently on sale for 25% off, which is basically $40. Go check it out. The Quarry is on so many of my recent lists, mainly because it's a new game and there's a lot of talk surrounding it, but also because it's a fun time. Long story short, you play a bunch of kids hanging out at a quarry and a whole bunch of craziness ensues, and you have to try your best to make sure they survive the night. From the developer Supermassive, who are famous for Until Dawn or the Dark Pictures anthology. My favorite game being Man of Medan. If you haven't already, go check that one out as well. But being an interactive horror story, it gets heavy at times, especially when it comes down to who survives the situation. But it's an incredible experience. I'd say better with a group, preferably couch co-op, because online is based on votes. So if you want the full survival experience with friends, definitely go local. But yeah, Jeremy Johns would probably give this game a good time. No alcohol required, so go check it out. Currently on sale at 33% off at $40. These games didn't make the list, but I think they're worth the mention. Check them out. The chaotic spin-off of the widely successful Borderland series, Tiny Tina's Wonderland, is set after the events of Tiny Tina's assault on Dragon's Keep. Set within the universe's tabletop role-playing game Bunkers and Badasses, Tiny Tina, who's the dungeon master, has the ability to alter the game however she pleases. While it's a first-person shooter, this game has a lot of RPG elements. Now, I've never played Borderlands, so I'll put that out there. I can't give you guys much details, but as you guys know, if you're a regular on this channel, I'll put games on here that I think might excite people. Because while I'm not a fan of some of these games, a lot of you guys are. The voice cast is chock full of celebrities like Wanda Sykes, Andy Samberg, Will Arnett. So fans are bound to have an hilarious time while exploring the fantasy world of Bunkers and Badasses. Current price, 25% off, $44.99. So if you're new to the channel and you got value out of this video, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Also, I recently did a video about games that are currently on sale on Steam. You can check that video out right here. Thank you guys for watching. It's been your boy Dre, and like always, play on, play up. Peace.